there are highs and lows in life. So what Kyla saw, what Nana Makamba saw, what we all see sometimes are lows in our lives. So those highs and lows are there in our lives. But we keep asking ourselves, God created us. Why does He allow highs and lows? Those are questions that we keep asking ourselves. Why does He do that? Yes, God allows those highs. He allows lows as well. But one thing that He doesn't do is to leave us alone when we are in that lowness. Amen. He is always with us. Amen. All the time. Amen. This will take us to Job 1, verse 6 to 12. When Satan joined the meeting that God was having with angels, and God is asking, why are you here? And he starts speaking about Job. But God says, you know what? Job loves me so much. But Job says, no. It's because he's got everything. God says, go and take everything of his. Go and do anything you want. But don't take his soul, because it's mine. So God allowed that lowness to be in Job's life. This is why I'm saying there are highs and there are lows. But God allows those lows to be part of us. We have Genesis 37, verse 50. Remember when Joseph, who we call Joseph the dreamer, when he was betrayed by his brothers and he was taken to Egypt and he lived in slavery for a lot of years. Those were lows in Joseph's life, but God allowed it. And when God allows lows in someone's life, in the end, because God will be with you throughout, in the end, everything goes to being very right. So much that people look at you and wonder how you came out of those lows. So this is what happened to Job. He got everything in the end. This is what happened to Joseph. So Joseph says to his brothers, when they had now followed him after years, they followed him because now there was hunger where they were. So the only place to go was Egypt. And then Joseph was now a governor. He had all the food. He had everything. And then Joseph is saying in Genesis 50, verse 20, he says, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. And the many lives were the same people who had betrayed him, were the same people who had sold him to Egypt. So God allowed him to be in those lows, to just show the world that irrespective of the evil heart that you have, but I have a good heart. To Joseph and to all of you. Because when they were hungry, God then sent them to Egypt. He sent them to Joseph to get food. So God allowed Joseph's lows to prepare him for leadership and to prepare him for divine purpose.